Welcome to Your Dose of Wowness. Today, we are diving headfirst into the largest, most brazen cultural theft in modern history. We are cracking open a high-stakes Cold War mystery that remains completely unsolved to this day. Picture an object worth roughly $500 million, violently stolen in 1941, missing for over 8 decades. This is the incredible case of the Amber Room. Think about the sheer scale here. We are not talking about a stolen painting slipped under a coat or a single missing piece of jewelry. We are talking about 6 tons of fossilized tree resin. Now, amber is typically found in tiny, delicate fragments washed up along the Baltic coast. Meticulously gathering and crafting 6 tons of it over decades to form an entire immersive room was a feat of such staggering proportion that the finished chamber was widely dubbed the 8th wonder of the world. Originally designed as a diplomatic gift to cement a Prussian-Russian alliance, it became one of the most celebrated, radiant, and intensely valuable rooms in all of Europe. The innovation required to build this glowing chamber is absolutely mind-boggling. Assembling this room required a team of specialists to invent entirely new amber working techniques from scratch. Operating at a scale never seen before or since, these artisans spent years perfecting their craft. The construction process was so incredibly complex that the room actually had to be partially disassembled and meticulously rebuilt 3 separate times as it was moved between royal palaces. That makes it not just highly valuable, but completely irreplaceable. When the room was later stolen, the centuries-old craft knowledge required to make it simply vanished with it. Let's look at how terrifyingly fast everything falls apart. In September 1941, as the Nazi Army Group North aggressively advanced toward Leningrad, Soviet curators at the Catherine Palace frantically tried to hide the masterpiece behind ordinary wallpaper. The deception failed. In a span of just 36 hours, German soldiers ruthlessly dismantled the entire room, packing its brilliant panels into 27 massive crates. It was transported west to Königsberg Castle, where it was briefly put on display. Late 1943 marks the last confirmed location of the room. By April 1945, Soviet forces stormed the city, and Königsberg Castle burned in a fiery, apocalyptic 4-day battle. When investigators finally entered the smoldering ruins in May, they found only tiny, charred amber fragments. Those 27 crates were entirely gone. Now we hit a massive brick wall, an 18-month blackout in the historical record. From late 1943 to April 1945, the room's movements are completely undocumented. This vast silence leaves us with 2 competing realities. Was the room completely destroyed, burned to ash when the historical probability of the Königsberg Castle fire? Many academic historians firmly believe so. Or was it secretly evacuated and hidden before the brutal battle even began? Could it have been swept into the subterranean networks or hidden transport routes of a collapsing regime? The mystery tightens dramatically around the castle's last known witness, a German curator named Alfred Rode. Rode knew the room better than anyone alive, and he was present in Königsberg during those final, chaotic months of the war. After the conflict ended, Soviet investigators rigorously interrogated him. But here's the chilling part. Rode and his wife coincidentally died of typhus on the exact day investigators were closing in on him to extract a definitive confession. Typhus was certainly common in post-war Germany, but the key witness dying at the precise moment his testimony became most valuable? Researchers who study this case have never fully accepted that as mere coincidence. For decades, the destroyed hypothesis held the most weight. But then, a massive plot twist in 1991. A single, unburned Florentine mosaic panel from the original Amber Room was discovered in Germany, quietly hidden away in the estate of a German soldier's family. It was scientifically confirmed as authentic. Crucially, it had not burned in the Königsberg fire. It had been systematically carried westward. This piece of physical proof absolutely shatters the certainty of complete destruction. It forces us to ask a profound and lingering question. If one soldier took one piece home, what else survived? The Amber Room may not be resting intact in a single dramatic underground cache. Could the rest of the intricate panels be scattered right now across private collections, forgotten in dusty attics, and buried in storage units across Europe, unlabeled and unrecognized, just waiting for someone to look? So the hunt is absolutely on. We are talking about an 80-year high-tech treasure hunt. It began in the shadows with classified Soviet interrogations through the 1960s. By the 1970s and 80s, East German researchers were systematically excavating the Ore Mountains. After the Cold War ended, private international treasure hunters scoured Germany and the Baltics, utilizing ground-penetrating radar. In 2008, Russian authorities executed a massive excavation of the subterranean tunnels beneath the old Königsberg Castle site. And the relentless pursuit continued all the way into a 2023 Polish excavation. That 2023 expedition in Poland identified a significant geological anomaly along a known Nazi transport route. They excavated the site and successfully uncovered a genuine wartime bunker. While that specific bunker did not contain the Amber Room, it boldly demonstrated that this is not dead history. The search is highly active. Researchers are continually utilizing modern, sophisticated technology to chase viable leads, proving that the conviction to find the Amber Room remains exactly as powerful today as it was in 1945. To cope with this immense cultural loss, the Russian government made a monumental decision in 1979. They would rebuild it from scratch. It took 24 years. It required a team of 100 dedicated craftsmen working painstakingly, primarily from surviving black and white photographs. They invested $11 million to finally unveil a stunningly identical reconstruction in 2003. Today, you can visit the Catherine Palace and step inside a flawless visual echo of the eighth wonder of the world. But as the very craftsmen who dedicated decades of their lives to building the replica poignantly admit, it is just a replica. They say consistently it is not the same. The true historical soul of the room, the invisible weight of the original 18th century peerless craft knowledge, remains a ghost. It stands as a visually extraordinary but ultimately haunting reminder of something truly irreplaceable that was permanently erased by war. We end this explainer leaving you to weigh the historical evidence for yourselves. Are the ashes of 6 tons of amber buried beneath a modern Russian city, or are fragments of a masterpiece scattered across Europe, just waiting for the light? As we wrap up, I just want to pause and say a massive thank you. We have been on this incredible journey together for 46 straight days. Your dedication to uncovering the truth alongside us means the absolute world to me. I am deeply grateful for every single one of you. Rest up because you will not want to miss tomorrow. Join us for day 47 as we plunge into the legendary deadly depths of the Oak Island Money Pit. We will see you then.